Major Charles J. Matters was a Roman Catholic priest. He was born in 1928 in New Jersey. He was ordained as a priest in 1953 and served in several different New Jersey towns. He joined the New Jersey Air National Guard in 1964 and went to Vietnam in 1966. During his first tour he was awarded the Air Medal and a Bronze Star for Valor after administering last rites to a fatally wounded man while under heavy enemy fire. After this he extended his tour and decided to stay in Vietnam. On November 19, 1967 on Hill 875, near Dak To, Kontum Province, Republic of Korea the following happened, reading from his Medal of Honor citation. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty. Chaplain Waters distinguished himself during an assault in the vicinity of Dak To. Chaplain Waters was moving with one of the companies when it engaged a heavily armed enemy battalion. As the battle raged and the casualties mounted, Chaplain Waters, with complete disregard for his safety, rushed forward to the line of contact. Unarmed and completely exposed, he moved among, as well as in front of, the advancing troops, giving aid to the wounded, assisting in their evacuation, giving words of encouragement, and administering the last rites to the dying. When a wounded paratrooper was standing in shock in front of the assaulting forces, Chaplain Waters ran forward, picked the man up on his shoulders, and carried him to safety. As the troopers battled to the first enemy entrenchment, Chaplain Waters ran through the intense enemy fire to the front of the entrenchment to aid a fallen comrade. A short time later, the paratroopers pulled back in preparation for a second assault. Chaplain Waters exposed himself to both friendly and enemy fire between the two forces in order to recover two wounded soldiers. Later, when the battalion was forced to pull back into a perimeter, Chaplain Waters noticed that several wounded soldiers were lying outside the newly formed perimeter. Without hesitation and ignoring attempts to restrain him, Chaplain Waters left the perimeter 3 times in the face of small arms, automatic weapons, and mortar fire to carry and to assist the injured troopers to safety. Satisfied that all of the wounded were inside the perimeter, he began aiding the medics, applying field bandages to open wounds, obtaining and serving food and water, giving spiritual and mental strength and comfort. During his ministering, he moved out to the perimeter from position to position redistributing food and water and tending to the needs of his men. Chaplain Waters was giving aid to the wounded when he himself was mortally wounded. Chaplain Waters' unyielding perseverance and selfless devotion to his comrades was in keeping with the highest traditions of the U.S. Army. Chaplain Charles did all this without a gun and with love in his heart. He chose to go to hell on earth, and help the young men through their struggle. Some of them may have been drafted and did not want to be there at all. He wanted to provide comfort, to make sure if you died you did not die alone, and if you could be saved he would do his utmost to make sure that happened. It is rare when someone truly embodies their faith and values. Chaplain Charles is certainly a good example of that.